Okay, as a much older person, I can remember when there was only one Star Wars film. We thought Darth Vader was a robot. Me and other dumb kids thought all kinds of things happened to Obi-Wan Kenobi when he was struck with a lightsaber and seemed to like sort of disappear. The popular rumor at my school was that he went to the land of the lost and had to fight dinosaurs. Anyway, it was an interesting time where there was not a lot of Star Wars lore and all we had was our imaginations. And in the 80s, this company, West End Games, was just my favorite game company. Now, I didn't have this game when I was a kid, but I had a lot of their Star Trek games. And if you never heard of them, but you like RPGs, they had developed a Ghostbusters RPG, which used a D6 dice system that later became the Star Wars role playing game. And what's fun about that is the Star Wars role playing game had to make up all kinds of lore that was not included in the movies, and it ended up being the basis for a lot of the books at the time, and even some of the current shows are still borrowing stuff from all that old material. So it was a really fun time. This is a game that just seeks to recreate the adventure of escaping the Death Star. This is the second time I think I've ever played it. I blew some dust off it. I'm thinking of selling it on eBay. And anyway, we're going to give it a go. Our characters are here in the detention block, which is actually, you're not going to be able to see right there very well. We've got in our dice tray here, we've got Luke, Han, Leia, and Chewie. So this is a game that can be done by 4 players cooperatively or by one person such as myself. I'm going to make a quick adjustment to the camera. Okay, we're not going to use this dice pad all that much. So the way things work is your character, very similar to an RPG, has stats, and they do skill tests in their endeavor to go here from the detention center all the way to the Millennium Falcon, which is the hangar bay over here. And we're going to roll some dice and do some skill tests along the way. Oops. All right. So we're going to start with Luke Skywalker. He's in the detention block here. There are no stormtroopers currently chasing him. That's going to be a big factor in the game, however. Now, the first thing he's going to do is draw a card from the sector he is in. He is in the general sector. So he draws his first card, and it says, sub-hallway, there's a hazard. Damage control squad. There are 6 stormtroopers. So now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stormtroopers after him. Well, my goodness. That's not good. The card says he can move left 2 spaces or back 1 space. If he's back 1 space, he ends up in a hangar. If he moves left, he's in a security sector. So that's what the different colors are. I'm going to back him up into the hangar. All right, next we are going to go to Han Solo. We're going to shake the whole table. All right, Han is also in the general sector. And he draws a card that says General Maintenance. The hazard, the Ragahachi, bounty hunters. Didn't I tell you they made up their own lore? Shootout, the Hachis, blaster skill of 8, alternate shots with you until they are hit twice. You lose 1 stamina per hit taken. Alright, well, it looks like Han has blaster skill of 7. He rolls 2 dice, and he wants to get equal or under that. He gets a 6, so he shoots them once. That's great. Now they shoot at him. They have a rating of 8. They get a 6, and they hit him. So his stamina goes down to 7. Alright, he fires at them again. He gets a 9, he misses. They shoot at him. They get an 8. They hit him. His stamina goes down to 6. Han, what the hell? He gets to take a 3rd shot because he has a fire rate of 3. 2. Oh my god. 7. All right, that's his blaster rating. He hits them twice. All right, he can move forward 1. According to this little card, it tells you here, you can move forward 1, left twice, or right twice. Well, Han's going to move. If he goes forward 1, he's in a service sector. If he goes left and right, he goes to a command sector or a blank sector here. I'm going to have him go 2 to the left, and he's in a general area, actually. All right. Leia goes. Leia starts out. She faces an elevator platform. There's a descending floor. She has to test her agility, or she can spend a droid point, because somewhere R2 and 3PO are helping us out. She begins the game with 2 droid points. Let's try to escape the platform before it descends. Her agility, it says agility 1, -1. So agility is 6, so her test is agility 5. She rolls 2 dice and has to get 5 or less. She gets a 2, so she succeeds and makes it. She can now go forward 3 or back 2. I'm going to have her go forward 3. 1, 2, 3. And now Chewbacca, the Wookiee monster, gets to go. He begins there, just like everyone else. He takes a general card. The one I picked says Office Bureau. Uh-oh, a security detail of 7 stormtroopers. Chewie, you got 7 stormtroopers after you. All right. We now pick up with the adventures of Luke Skywalker. Oh, sorry. Chewie could go back 2 or to the right 6. Oh my god. I'll have him go 2 to the right. Luke has 7 stormtroopers after him. They shoot at him, and they have to get a 7 or less. They get over that, so they miss him. He then shoots at them. He rolls 2 dice, and he has to get below his rating of 7. He got 8, so he misses. So he keeps 7 on his tail. All right. Then we go to an action card. He is now in a hangar area, so we take a card that matches that color. Freighter deck, a hazard, 8 stormtroopers, and you must reshuffle 1 deck. All right, so he already had 6 after him. That's 14. He is now trapped. He is now trapped. What do you do when you're trapped? Let's find out. Okay, so what trapped means, I guess it basically means that Luke is cornered. And because he's now surrounded by stormtroopers, he cannot move or take a card. I know it also said we had to shuffle a deck. I shuffled the general deck, which is right here. And the only way for him to shake these guys is for someone to come help him. So that's what's going to happen on our next turn. We're going to go to Han. And if Han can, he's going to move there to help Luke. He has no stormtroopers after him currently, so he goes right to taking a card. And when he does, he's in the corridors. It's a hazard, and 6 stormtroopers show up behind him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. He gets on this card, it says he can go left 2 or back 1. Well, neither of those is going to help Luke. So I think he's going to stay where he is, because he can't go left or back. He is in a corner right here. So his movement just ends, I guess. All right. Leia, let's see if you're any help. Leia starts her turn in a general sector. There's no stormtroopers to deal with. She draws a card. Help. She gets a comlink. Gain 2 droid points if the droids are currently hidden. And they are. We have this track of Darth Vader slowly sensing what's happening. And it also covers the droids and whether or not they are hidden from view. The more things we do, Darth Vader starts to sense that we're around. So she gains 2 droid points. She now has 4. All right. And the card says that she can move forward 3, left 3, or right 3. Oh, wow. She's getting really far. 1, 2, 3. Forward 3. She's in central security. All right, we've got to learn what happens in central security at the top of her next turn. Maybe Chewbacca can help Luke. Chewbacca has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stormtroopers after him. So they fire at him by rolling 3 dice. And if they roll 3 ones, that's a big deal. But they rolled a 9, so they miss him. And now he fires back at them. 9, he misses. But his fire rate is 3, so he can do it 2 more times. He misses. Come on, Chewie. 7, okay. He hits 1. Since he is not trapped, he is going to draw a card. Propaganda Bureau. There are 5 stormtroopers. Oh, and I think this means that Darth Vader smells what's going on, and his track goes up 1. Let me see about that. I'll check the rule book to be sure. He can move forward 2 or left 2. And he's right here. So I'll have him move forward 2, which puts him in a security sector. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know how anyone can help Luke because the movement cards here limit where they can go and what they can do. See these? So it's not like I can just choose to go back those spaces. So let's take a quick pause here and check the rules. Okay, so first of all, this did not say VP, it said DP, which does not stand what you think it stands for. It stands for droid points. Maybe that is what you thought it stood for. And what that means is instead of taking the normal movement, you can use a droid point to go in one sector of your choice. So, for example, Chewie, who is here, I lowered these so you could see them. He would move 1 to the left to try to get closer to Luke, instead of going forward twice as we thought he needed to go. But it does cost him a droid point, so he now only has 1. And that is the end of his turn. Which brings us back to Han Solo, who at the top of his turn is dealing with stormtroopers. So, the stormtroopers, there's 6. They fire at him. They miss. He fires back. He gets a 7. He hits them. If he rolls doubles, he hits double damage, apparently. He's the only character who does that. I think that's it. I think we're playing the Stormtrooper thing right. I might have to check the rules on that. But assuming we did, Han is now, he's still in a general sector, so we take a general sector card. There's a guard post. There's some Imperial guards. Test his perception to avoid being seen, reported, and delayed. Okay, so let's test his perception. He has perception of 6. So he rolls 2 dice. He fails. So +1 Vader point. So now the Vader track goes up. He senses something or they tell him something. 1d6 stormtroopers come and you miss your move, so he cannot move this turn. And how many stormtroopers show up? 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. $12. Well, that sucks. And now play goes back to Luke. You can see where this is going. All right, let's take a second to redo some things. Okay, we are doing things correctly. Luke has 14 stormtroopers after him, so they take a shot at him, and they certainly get less than their number, so his stamina goes down to 7. Now he gets to take 3 shots at them. He has to get 7 or less. 6. Pew, that's a hit. Pew, that's a hit. Pew, that's a hit. Okay, great. So he kills 3. Actually, there's no killing in Star Wars, is there? I mean, in the original Star Wars? Sure there is. Okay, so now he does not get to... Oh, no, he doesn't have 14 stormtroopers after him anymore. So he actually does get to choose a card. He gets a general sector card. Uh-oh, officers' recreation rooms. There's an armed officers here. 4 more stormtroopers. He's trapped again. He can't move. Alrighty then. We go to our friend Han. Is Han next? Then Leia, then Chewbacca? I'm doing things... I screwed up my turn order, but we're going to stick with it going forward, I promise. Okay, Han is being chased by stormtroopers. There's 12 of them. 6, 11. Okay, they miss. Now he takes shots at them. He misses. He has to get a 7 or less. He hits. And he hits. So he manages to knock off 2 of them. And then Branch. Okay, he's in a restricted zone. And a droid point is here. Test perception to react quickly to classified area. Succeed and lose all stormtroopers, but you get 1 Vader point. Fail and more stormtroopers show up. So test his perception. He has to get less than a 6. He got a 6 or less. He got it. So he succeeds. You lose all your stormtroopers. He shakes off everybody. But Darth Vader notices. I feel like someone just shook off a dozen stormtroopers. And now he moves, and his card says he can go forward 2 or left 5. Well, he can't go left, so he goes forward 2, and now he's in a security area. If he wanted to, he could have spent a droid point, I guess, to move left or right, or wherever he wanted. Okay. It's Leia's turn. By the way, I realized we made our first mistake of the game. Luke was supposed to take a card from the hangar bay area, and he didn't. All right, Princess Leia. She's starting her turn in the security room there, which is considered general sector. There's a heavy weapons squad she runs into, so she's got 7 stormtroopers after her now. And she can go right 2 or back 1. If she goes right 2, she will be in an impassable space. If she goes back 1, she will be in a command sector. You apparently have to take these moves. The only way you can not move is if you are in a you are stuck in an impassable situation. So now Chewbacca goes. He's got 5 stormtroopers on him, and they shoot. They miss him. He can shoot back 3 times. He hits. He hits. He hits. So he knocks off 3 of them. I'm going to start using numbers. He's got 3. All right. Chewie is standing on a purple space. That's a military sector. Combat zone simulator. Automated combat area. Test your agility or spend 2 droid points to survive this automated battlefield. Let's see. His agility is 6. He only has 1 droid point left, so I think we're going to go for it. He got an 8, so he failed. So his technical skill goes down by 1. Or he falls. -1. Oh, fail. -1. Technical, -2 stamina. He's got 8 stamina. And Vader is like, I think I just heard a Wookiee fall. Also, the word droid just got covered up, which means the droids go from hidden to found. We can now not use droid points. They are going to another place to try to find a comlink. Chewie can go forward 2, right 1, or back 1. Let's see. Forward 2, right 1, or back 1. He can't go back. He can go forward 2, which will keep him in a general area. All right. Turn comes back around to Luke. He's got a sick amount of stormtroopers on him. He's got 5, 10, 13, 17. That's the most you can possibly have. They shoot at him. They hit him. So his stamina goes down to 6. He shoots at them 3 times. He misses. He misses. Oh my god, he sucks. He hits. He kills 1 of them. Dude, he's got 16. And he's trapped, so he can't move or interact with anything. And he can't shake these stormtroopers unless one of his friends comes to his space and like draws them off. But with their movement so wonky, I don't understand how they're supposed to really do that. Unless they use droid points, which we can't use right now. Han Solo has nobody chasing him, and he is in a red security sector. So we pull a card, and it's... Oops, sorry. Damage control. Okay, test his constitution, or spend 1 droid point to redirect these stormtroopers. And if you succeed, you lose all of them. If you fail, Vader point goes up. I can't spend a droid point, so I have to test my con of 8. I succeed. So I lose all stormtroopers. Well, I didn't have any anyway. And I can move left 2, right 1, or back 1. Right to 2 would be a Vader space, but I can go back 1, which puts me in a general space and gets me closer to Luke. I don't know. Leia goes, and Leia is on a green command space. Strategy Center. Help. Authorization order disk. Test your perception to find this small device. Alright. We need a 6 or less. We got a 6. Succeed. +1. Con. So we're up to 8. That's nice. We had something helpful happen. Oh, and she can move forward 2 or left 1. Forward 2 would put her in another command area, but she's getting closer to the Falcon. I don't know what we're going to do about Luke, you guys. Does Chewie go now? Is that what's happening? Okay. He's got 3 stormtroopers on his butt. They shoot at him. They miss. He shoots at them. He misses. He shoots 2 more times. He misses. He misses. All right. He is in a general sector. It's a recycling plant. 5 more stormtroopers on his ass. And he can move forward 2 or right 5. Forward 2 or right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or forward 2, 1, 2, into a blue technical sector. Now let me see something. I think you have to move the exact amount of spaces. So for example, if he was able to go right 5, he would have had to, but there were only 3 spaces. So I'm just going to quickly check. Yeah, so apparently these characters are just kind of like zigzagging slightly out of their control. It's as if they're drunk and they're just sort of swaying generally from left to right, which is a very interesting way to do it. Now we got good old Luke. He's got 16 boys on his butt. So, I mean, the more of them there are, the more likely they are to hit. I mean, they just scored 12. That's less than 16, so of course they hit him, and he goes down to 5. He shoots at them. He hits 1. He misses. He hits. So he brings 2 of them down. He's still trapped. He's got 14 dudes after him. I mean, they're going to take him out in 5 turns. He can't move. He can't do anything. How are we going to save him? I don't understand. Han has nobody after him. He's in a general sector. So, sub-hallway, there's a door lock. Test technical to try to open the door. He fails. Nothing happens. It's just a locked door. Move forward 3, left 3, or right 3. Well, he'll move right 1, 2, 3. Oh, and by the way, Luke... Oh yeah, I didn't pull a card for Luke because he can't pull a card. So like Han is like drunkenly staggering back. You okay, kid? Now Leia goes. She's got 7 stormtroopers after her. They fire at her. And they miss. She shoots at them. Hits. 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 So now there's only 4 of them. Seems like everybody has a blaster score of 7. Even Han? Yeah. Like they all have the same skill. Isn't that weird? You'd think that Han would be a little better with a blaster or something. But anyway. I mean, Leia's kick-ass. She is in a green space. She's still in a command sector. The main control room. General Tag is here. Test perception to slip out of his sight. Alright, my perception is 6. We succeed. We slip out of his sight before he raises the alarm. And that's it. That's what we do. We like almost run into General Tag and then we like, whoa, we back out of the room. We can go back 1 or left 5. I'm going to go left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that puts me in a military sector. Uh-oh. These 4 terminal spots, I think good things can happen there. So we might want to try to go in there.
Maybe we could do it with Chewbacca. Goodbye, Tarful. Goodbye, Chewbacca.
All right. Stormtroopers shoot at him, and they miss. He shoots at them. He hits them. He hits them. He misses them. So he gets 2. Now there's only 6 after him. And he is in a blue technical sector. There's a med bay. He finds a med pack. He can restore 2 stamina. So he goes back up to 10. Yay, good things can happen. All right. He can move forward 1, right 2, or back 1. Forward 1. Or he could go right 2 to the service sector. I'm curious to know what the service sector is about. Good old Luke. 14 frickin' stormtroopers after him. $14 exactly. So they hit him. Wow. Luke, you have to kill some of these guys, dude. Dude, what did I just say? 2 more shots. Oh my god, he sucks so much. Oh my god. He misses all 3 of them. He's still stuck. There's nothing he can do. He's trapped. I mean, you'd think he'd... Oh, whatever. I don't know. Han Solo goes. Nobody's chasing him. Why would they? He is in the general sector. Still. A comm chamber. Hazard. The droids are found. No player may spend or gain droid points until the marker track moves onto a droid square. We're already in that situation. He can move forward 2, left 6, or back 2. He can only move forward 2 because he can't go back 2. There's not enough room. And he can't move left 6 because there's only 4 spaces. So he drunkenly moves up in the world. Leia's got 4 troopers after her. They shoot and they totally miss, of course. And now she does what Luke cannot do. Oh no, she does. She is like her brother. She misses. She hits. She hits. Now there's only 2 troopers on her tail. She's in a purple space, which is the military sector. A heavy laser turret. That is really bad. Test your con or spend 2 droid points to take the motion detector. Can't spend droid points yet. Alright, I get a 6, which is a success. So I get +1 perception. Alright. I can move forward 2 or back 1. I'll move forward 2. Oh yeah, let me check what I can do with these other points. There might be other ways to help Luke. After Chewie's turn, we'll see. There are some abilities that Obi-Wan can do. He can restore up to 3 stamina. He can remove all your stormtroopers. Oh, but you can only do that once. If you face Darth Vader and you've already called Obi-Wan, he can't help you, and I think you get killed. Chewie has 6 stormtroopers chasing him. They miss him. He misses them. He hits them. He misses them. So now he has 5 after him. And he is in the orange service sector space. A turbo lift. Lose all stormtroopers and move up to 2 sectors in any direction. So there's nobody after him, and he moves 2 sectors in any direction. Let's move him up 2 toward the Falcon. Alright, well, we're going to call Obi-Wan. We can also use force points. We have 8 force points. Let's read what force points do. I know that Darth Vader becomes alerted if you use force points. Heroes may not even believe in the Force, let alone know how to use it, but the Force is with them always. Heroes can spend it whenever they make any skill test to lower their roll. 1 per point. Okay, so this time stormtroopers shoot at Luke and they miss him. He shoots at them and he screws up, of course. But we would have to use a bunch of points to lower that. 8. We use 1 force point to lower that once, and it causes a hit. So now he has 13 stormtroopers and he's no longer trapped. He gets another roll. And finally, he hits one on his own like a big boy. Alright. He's moving again, but because he used a force point, Darth Vader is like, whoa, I smell force. Okay. Now he is in this hangar bay. So we take a hangar card for him. Test your perception. He's such a jerk. He fails. Add 1d6 stormtroopers, and you must reshuffle one deck. You can go 5 in any direction. He has 17 stormtroopers. He's trapped. He can't go 5 in any direction. Luke, you are just true to your character, a dweeb. I think we're going to have to call Obi-Wan pretty soon to help him out. Han Solo has nobody chasing him. He's doing really well. He is in the command section. The Force is strong with here, and if you spend 3 Force points, you may lower the Vader track by 1d6. Do not add Vader points for the points you spend. I only have 1 Force point, so I can't do that. I can move forward 1, left 2, or back 1. I'm going to move forward 1 because that technical sector seemed like it was pretty helpful. Oh boy. The princess. She's got 2 dudes after her. They attack. They're gonna miss. And she attacks them. Misses. That's a hit. So now there's only 1 stormtrooper chasing her. She is all the way up on the map, but she is in a general sector still. Imperial Guards. Test perception to avoid being seen. She has 6 + 1. So she succeeds. She is not reported or delayed. And she moves forward 2, left 3, or back 1. Forward 2, left 3, or back 1. She can't move forward 2, she can't move left 3, so she has to move back 1. Exciting. Everyone's favorite Wookiee. Next to Lumpy. Chewie has nobody chasing him, so he just starts his turn. Why is there a general card there? That's a mistake. He's in the command center. Admiral Motti is here. Test your con to prove you are not... Oh, it's really con. It's not short for constitution. It's con, like convince. He has 7. He scores 6. If he fails, you have to prove you're not rebel scum. And it's con -1, actually, so he would need to spend 2 force points to fix that. Or he goes to the nearest Vader sector, which is right next to him. Let's spend 2 force points so he doesn't have to do that. Because I don't like the sound of him going to Vader. And now he can go left 5 or back 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he can't go left 5. So he has to go back 2. Weird game. Very weird game. This game does not measure up to the West End games of my childhood. Luke has 17 frickin' guys after him. And of course they hit him. His stamina goes down to 3. I'm gonna call Obi-Wan. Calling Obi-Wan makes 3 Vader points go up, but it gets rid of all Luke's stormtroopers. So he goes 1, 2, 3. And this says V6, and this says droid. So what does that mean? Okay, I got it figured out. There's a difficult mode in the game, so that thing with the asterisk, that's what that's for. And yes, each time you pass droid, for whatever reason, they're found or hidden. So that happened. So we called Obi-Wan. So he can no longer do that, but all his dudes are gone, and at least now he can draw a card and freaking move. Now watch him attract them all. Hazard, limited access. You can move 1 in any direction. I'll choose to go forward because that's the only way, and you must reshuffle 1 deck. I guess I'll reshuffle the general deck here. And, oh, I forgot to look and see how much he could move. Oh yeah, 1 in any direction. We moved him. I found a card that belonged up there. Han goes. He's just strolling casually through this place. But we had moved him into the service sector, and he finds a computer room, but he's ambushed. Test your perception, Han. What do you perceive, my friend? 7. You failed, Han. So +1 Vader point, and 2d6 stormtroopers show up. That's 6. 6 stormtroopers show up, Han. You can move forward 2, right 1, or back 1. Forward 2, I say, right into the security sector. Princess Leia Organa of Alderaan. Okay, Leia, you've got 1 stormtrooper on your butt. There's no way he's going to hit you. You hit him, and so you have no stormtroopers after you now. And you are in a general sector. Sub hallway. There's a door lock, so you try to use your technical skill. You fail. You can move forward 1, left 3, or right 3. Oh, and we can use droid points. Forward 1, right 3, or left 3. I'll go right 3 because that puts me on a terminal space, and that will be very interesting to see what that means. Chewie! What a Wookiee! He's in the service center. He finds a service shaft. Test technical. He fails. So nothing happens. He could have hot-wired this bridge and moved a sector. Anyway, he has to go back to. This is an impassable spot, though. So he has to stay where he is. So really nothing happened to Chewbacca whatsoever. He looked down a service shaft, he shrugged and moved on with his life. Everybody's favorite farm boy, Luke Skywalker, is in a general space. Guess what? A prison detail shows up. He's now followed by 6 stormtroopers, dummy. He can go left 4 or back 3. He can do neither of those things. So what if you can do neither of those things? Oh, okay. He would just move as far as he could and then stop. All right. But we did Chewie correctly. He would not go through that impassable area. Exciting times for Luke, as always. There's 6 stormtroopers that shoot at Han and miss him. He shoots and misses. He misses. He misses. Wow, I really don't believe that he missed, but he did. He's in the security section. There are 7 more stormtroopers. So he's got 13. He's almost trapped. He can move forward 1 or left 2. Let's move forward 1. All right, very interested to see what happens with Leia, because there are these special terminal sections. This is Terminal 3 card right here. Tractor beam terminal. Move the tractor beam marker from locked to on or off. And then move one in any direction. All right. Tractor beam. Tractor beam status. Oh, it was locked. So now we go to on or off. I'm going to turn it off. Because as long as it's off, we can escape the Death Star, which is literally the name of the game. And she can move forward, it said 1, right? In any direction. I'll have her move forward because she's headed toward the Falcon. She's been doing pretty well. Chewie has nobody chasing him. He's in the service sector. But a repair team shows up and 6 stormtroopers are now chasing him. He can move back 2 or go right 2. I'll have him go right 2. I know you've all been wondering what Luke is up to. Well, I'll tell you what, these stormtroopers shoot at him. And 3, 4, 5, 6, they hit him. They hit him and his stamina goes down to 2. I should have used Obi to heal all stamina. He misses. He hits. Oh, he gets to go 3 times. So it's 5. He hits. At least he's killing some. He's down to 4 stormtroopers chasing him, and he's still in a general sector. He's just been meandering outside the detention center. He started here. Let's not forget. Oh, 6 stormtroopers. A drill squad. A drill squad shows up. He can move back 4, which is impossible, or back 3, or right 4. So he just staggers through the detention block. Han, Leia, Chewie, where is everybody? I'm Luke Skywalker. He's gonna get himself defeated and cost us the game. Meanwhile, Han Solo is like, do I have to do everyone's work? These guys shoot and hit Han for the first time he's actually hit, and his stamina goes down to... Oh wait, it's already 6, right? His stamina is now 5. He attacks them. Hits. No, that was a miss. Hit. He takes out 2 of them. If he ever rolls doubles on a hit, he kills 2 stormtroopers. That has not happened, right? Alright, he's no longer trapped. There's an Imperial officer rogue. Test perception. Starting to get kind of deja vu. He slips past rogue. So, yay. He slips past him. Good job, Han. Leia, the only one in the game who is doing anything competently. She has nobody chasing her. She's in a general sector. Okay, there's an equipment closet. You may take -1 in any skill. Oh, +1 in any skill. But you'd also take 2d6 stormtroopers. I don't want to do that. And she can go right 3 or forward 2. I'll go forward 2. Yeah, she is always making progress. Chewie, shake off these stormtroopers, man. They shoot at you and miss. You shoot at them and hit. Hit. Miss. There's 4. Chewie is in a general space. I hate the general spaces, man. He gets 6 stormtroopers because there's a guard squad. Yeah, the general spaces are freaking boring. So now he's got 10. And he can move left 5 or back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't go 5. Whatever. Luke, this should be good. Hey, stop chasing me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They miss him. He misses. He hits. He hits. Now there's only 8 chasing him. See, I can hit stormtroopers. He draws a command card. Test con and perception. And if you fail either, you're in trouble. Let's see. Con is 5. He actually did it. And perception is 6. He fails. You're detained. You must move to the detention block AA-23. +1 Vader point. Lose all stormtroopers. You dummy. He's back in the detention block. We found a farm boy wandering the hallway back and forth. He seems so confused. Put him back in the cell. Aw, guys. That's Luke for you. All right. Hey, you know what though? That card I think said to do something else, didn't it? Who cares? Han Solo has stormtroopers fire at him. They miss. He shoots back. He hits. He hits. He misses. He is in a red space, which is the security section. Prison guards, +1 Vader point, and 7 stormtroopers. The droids have been discovered. So the droid status goes back to hidden. I mean, we haven't been using those points anyway. Maybe we should have. So now he's got 16 stormtroopers. He's trapped. So he can't move. Princess Leia Organa. If I can get her to the Falcon, I'll consider this a win. She's in a general sector, though. That's not a good thing. Test con. Her con is 8. She fails. She loses 2 stamina. Her first stamina loss of the game. She can move forward 2 or left 6. She's going to move forward 2. But there's only 1 space to move. Stormtroopers fire at Chewbacca. They hit him. His stamina goes down to 9. He attacks for hits, misses, misses. There's 9 of them now. He's in a blue service space. No, technical. Test your agility, Chewie. You need to get a 6 or less. He gets an 8. He only has 1 force point and he can't use droid points. -1 blaster, -1 rate of fire. That's bad. Move forward 2, left 1, or back 2. Forward 2. Hey, if he moves forward 2, he's with Han. which means they can steal stormtroopers from one another. Luke. He is in a general space. A prison. There's a walkway. Test your agility, Luke. Get a 7 or less. You fail, Luke, because you suck. Lose 1 perception, you dumbass. And you must move to the nearest security sector. That would be right here, actually. The sector is a space. They don't say space. They say sector. Han Solo has 16 dudes on him. You can give some of those to Chewie, though. They hit him. He hits them. He misses. He hits. So now he has 14. He's still technically trapped. He took a stamina hit, so his stamina is now 4. Let's see. I'm going to have Chewie take half of his... Oh, well, Chewie already has 9. I'll have Chewie go up to 13 and Han down to 10. So, does that mean Han can move? Test your agility, Han Solo. You fail. -1 perception. -1 stamina. Because there's an automated security system. And +1 Vader point. And he can move forward 1, back 2, or back 1. He'll move forward 1, leaving Chewie behind, but not forgotten. Leia's just been strolling through the place like she owns it. And she's in a green command center, though, which could be dangerous. There's some flight crews. 8 stormtroopers are now following her. She can go right 5 or back 1. She'll move to the right. And she's almost to the Falcon. Chewie now has these 13 dudes on him. They hit him. He fires back, but he only can fire twice, and he has to get below a 6. He misses. He hits. So there's 11 of them. Oh, wait. What was that, 13 or 12? Is that 13? So 12. And his stamina goes down to 8. Because they shoot him in the wook. Surveillance center. Security camera. Test your perception, Chewbacca. You fail. Add 2d6 stormtroopers. And if you're Luke, also a Vader point. He gets 6 stormtroopers added. So he has 18. The most you can have is 17. And he is trapped. So he can't move. Sorry, Chewie. Han shouldn't have given you all those stormtroopers. Now everyone's favorite kid, Luke Skywalker, gets to go. Test con. Your con is 5. You fail, of course, you loser. You're detained. You must move to detention block AA-23. Lose all your stormtroopers and Vader point goes up. This is hilarious. Luke, you suck so hard, man. You suck so hard. I don't see how there's any way to win the game. At this point, Han has 10 guys. They hit him. He attacks them. Hits. So now there's only 7. Did I ever get doubles? I don't think I did. But he's almost defeated. The victory of your feet. I hate the general sector, but there is some help. Lose all your stormtroopers. Move forward 3, left 3 or right 3. Forward, left or right 3. 1, 2, 3. He's catching up to Leia. Where was Chewie just now? Let's check the camera. Okay, he's in the right place. I'm realizing that things have been a little shaky on this table, especially when I use the eraser. I'm gonna have to change that. Leia has 8 stormtroopers after her. They do not hit her. She fires back. She misses. She hits. She misses. So now there's 7. She is in a regular sector. Test con. It works. Because we have 6. Yeah. She's negative. Oh no, she's +1 actually. Service crewmen. Remove any -1 modifier, including stamina. Okay, so your stamina goes back up to 7. She can move forward 3, left 3, or right 3. One, 2, 3. Yeah, again, they sway back and forth like they're on a cruise ship. All right, poor Chewie. What a Wookiee. He might have to call Obi-Wan to get rid of all these guys because his stamina is pretty low. So let's do it. Let's call Obi-Wan. But that creates 3 Vader points. I don't know that I care though. 1, 2, 3. Because we pass a droid space, the droids are now hidden. So now we can use droid points. And Chewie can now at least draw a card. Droids found. No player may spend or gain until the marker on the Vader track moves onto a droid square. Wow. So the droids were just hidden, but now they're found. So, okay. All right. He can move back 2 or right 1. He doesn't want to do any of those things, and he can't move right, so he's got to move back 2. Like, why? Why is he just meandering back? Is it supposed to be because the corridors are so confusing? I don't know. I don't even want to draw a card for Luke, man. Help. Lose all stormtroopers. Great. Move forward 3, left 3, or right 3. Let's move forward. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Chewie. What are you doing? Wandering aimlessly? Like me? All right. Han starts on a general sector. He gets 5 stormtroopers on his butt. And he can move forward 2 or left 1. 1, 2. Oh, you sweetheart. Where are those other 2 idiots? You have to have them all on the Falcon to win, but I think if Han and Leia escape, these 2 deserve to be left behind. Leia has 7 stormtroopers after her. They miss her. She misses them. She misses them. She hits. So now she has 6 after her. And test con. It's kind of boring doing these tests, man. She succeeds. So she avoids scrutiny. She can now move forward 1, left 1, or right 4. I'll move forward 1. She's like right next to the main forward bay. We can't use droid points, man. That would be very helpful if we could. Well, Chewie just takes a technical sector card, tests his agility, which is 6. He passes. Move to the nearest terminal sector and lose all stormtroopers. Nearest terminal sector. Terminal sector. That would be Terminal 4? Or actually, it would be Terminal 2, probably. He was here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to choose to move forward. Gain 3 droid points if the droids are hidden. They're not hidden, though, right? They're not. And now move 1 in any direction, so I'll have a move forward. All right, that sucked. They're not hidden. Leukoplakia. Look at you, you sad little boy. Even Chewie started moving up. Test your perception. Test perception. You found a silent chamber. Ooh, a silent chamber. 7. You failed, you loser. You must face Darth Vader. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I'm glad at least something happened. Let's find out what that means. This is hysterical. If the hero meets Darth Vader and he or she has already called Obi-Wan, yeah, the hero's captured and the game ends. Otherwise, you have to call Obi-Wan. So, because Luke did indeed call Obi-Wan, he is captured. Your father never told you what happened. All right, so Luke is out of the game. Now, the game is technically over, but I want to keep going and retcon my own version of Star Wars where Luke just gets captured and dies, and the others, they persist. They persist without him. So let's make this little change here. See how these guys do. All right. It's not pretty on the stream, but that's what we're doing. All right. Okay. Play now goes to Han, who has 5 stormtroopers after him. They shoot at him and miss. He shoots at them and hits. Hits. Misses. So now he's got 3 after him. He's in a common space. Test your agility, Han Solo. He fails. You must move to Hangar 2 and lose all your stormtroopers. You can move forward 3 or back 2. So he goes to Hangar 2, which is all the way down here. And he can move forward 3. 1, 2, 3. It's like Chutes and Ladders, man. He just like slid down. Leia gets shot at. They miss. She shoots back. Hits. Misses. Misses. So now there's just 5 after her. She's on a purple military space. Laser gates. Spend 1 force point or 2 droid points to knock out the gates. All right, as you run toward them, we're going to use force points for that. And she can move forward 1 or back 1. The only way she can go is back 1. It says here, enter here only if you have no stormtroopers into the Falcon. Okay. Chewie is in a service sector. It's a garbage chute, flyboy. Dianoga is the hazard. Test your perception. Do you see that, Dianoga? You don't. Lose 3 stamina, Chewie. Oh, he goes down to 5. He can move forward 2 or back 1. You didn't notice that Dianoga, buddy. You really hurt yourself. Okay, Han is in a general space, my least favorite kind of a space. It's a vehicle bay, and 7 stormtroopers are there and start to follow him. He can move left 4 or back 1. 2, 3, 4. He's now in a command spot. Leia has 5 stormtroopers chasing her. They, of course, miss her. She misses them. She hits them. She hits them. Now there's only 3. And she's in a stupid general spot. She gets 6 stormtroopers added. So she has 9 now. She can move forward 2 or right 6. I'm just going to move forward. Well, maybe I'll move right so I'm not in another military space. Come on, Chewie. You're going to get on the Falcon and you're going to leave all these idiots behind, aren't you? 7 stormtroopers chase you. He can move back 2 or right 6. I'm going to have him move right. Hope I'm doing that correctly. I think I am. These stupid moves. Han has 7 troopers. They miss. He misses. He hits. He hits. So now he has 5. He's in a command sector. The dark side. Your presence causes a disturbance in the Force. So you get 1d6 Vader points. 3 Vader points. 1, 2, 3. The droid space. So the droids are now hidden again. Okay, the game is almost over. As you can see. All right. By the way, that was Vader's meditation chamber he stumbled into. He can go forward 2, left, or back. Forward 2. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Stormtroopers attack Leia and miss her. She attacks them. Hits. Misses. Hits. She's just going to keep staggering back and forth. Dude, I have to just somehow get left one. Oh wait, I can use a droid point for that. Because it says droid point. 6 stormtroopers. So she's got 13. She's not trapped yet, but she can spend 1 droid point now that they're hidden to move 1 space to the left. Nice. I wonder if she can spend more points to like move forward. She would enter the main forward bay, and a character in the main forward bay must roll on the escape chart. Interesting. Let's check the rules. No, you can only move 1 space with 1 point. All right, Chewie. You've got 7 guys on your tail. They miss you. You hit them. You hit them. You miss them. So you knock them down to 5. Test your technical -1 or spend 2 droid points to deactivate this device. You only have 1 droid point. So you've got to do technical -1. So you have to roll, and you already have -1, so you'd have to roll 6. You fail, lose 1 agility, lose 1 stamina, +1 Vader point, and you don't get to move. All right, 1 more Vader point and the game is over. Han is shot at. They miss. He misses. He misses. He hits. There's 4 of them. He's in a green command space. Test your technical -1. You gotta get less than 5. You failed. +1 Vader point and 8 stormtroopers. Okay, well that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Game over. Game over, man. Game over. Poor Leia. She just is like waiting for everybody. Luke was so stupid. That was hysterical how dumb he was. So that's it. That's not the game I expected it to be. But we played it, and I think we played it correctly. I don't think I'm going to be playing it again. You can look for this on eBay.